All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Hosted Villa Private Travel webinar. I'm really happy and excited to have you here today. This is our first webinar and we're hoping to host many more. I am going to give you a little bit of time to complete a quick 2-question poll. This session is going to be 30 minutes together. We're going to have some time to do a Q&A session at the end, which is a written Q&A. If you do have any questions during the presentation, feel free to post your questions on the Q&A feature, and I'll go over the most common ones at the end during the Q&A session. So let's start. We will kick it off with that little poll. I kind of want to get to know you a little bit better and see what you know about hosted villas. So here it is. Please do complete the poll. I would really appreciate that. In the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit more about myself. So my first name is Aurelie. As you can see on the picture, I'm located in Toronto. This is where Hosted Villas office is located as well in Canada. I was born and raised in Normandy, France, and I moved to Canada in 2010. So it's been 10 years now. And as far as my career, I've been in the travel industry since the beginning. I've started it in Paris, France, and I've been in the travel industry for over 12 years now. I've worked for various luxury travel brands, such as Kensington Tours. I'm sure some of you are familiar with it. And I've joined the Hosted Villas team about a year ago now. As far as my duties, I am involved in the sales team on a daily basis, working with 2 of our experienced managers, Patty Roy and Jessica Cloak, an amazing team to work with. We're really all hands on deck, even though we're a small operated team. We really love to be in touch with our clients and travel agents and work closely with them. So I'm also involved in managing our agent partnerships. So if you do have any questions, feedback, or if you need any assistance with specific reservations, I am your go-to contact at Hosted Villas, and I've posted my details here. You'll get a copy, obviously, of this session today, so that you have all my information details. For a little bit more information about also some of the companies that we work closely with that you're familiar with, I'm sure, and many of you are probably part of them, Smart Flyer, Pro Travel, and the amazing JMAC community that we love. All right, so I'll take a look quickly at the poll and see what you guys are responding. So the first question was, are you familiar with Hosted Villas? And it seems a good majority of you guys, 56%, are familiar with Hosted Villas, which is amazing. I'm very happy to hear that. And we were asking, have you sold a private villa vacation before? Almost 80%, which is fantastic. So that leads me to going over what we're going to talk about today during this webinar. So obviously I'll touch on who we are, what we do, also the benefits of private villa vacations, which seems to be a really good solution when it comes to have a safe vacation these days in the current climate. We're going to touch on how Hosted Villas is adapting, obviously, during COVID-19, and how do we work with you travel agents when it comes to receiving proposals from us and booking private villa vacations. And then again, we'll have a little bit of time for the written Q&A at the end. All right, so on to Hosted Villas. So we've been in the travel industry for over 25 years. Most of you guys probably know us as Homes Away, which was created by Butterfield and Robinson. So truly our expertise is to deliver, customized villa vacations. This is really what we're good at. And when it comes to our portfolio of properties, we have about over 1,000 hand-selected villas that are available on our website. We do have access to much more, I would say another 1,000, which is not necessarily all on our website, but we can definitely provide with more inventory than what you see on our website. We are located in 20 destinations worldwide. Most of them are in the Mediterranean destination in Europe. We also have a good number of destinations in the Caribbean, Central America, and North America as well. So if really you have clients looking for extraordinary experiences, really customized villa vacation experiences, this is what we're really good at. We're also known, our signature concept for Europe in Europe is our local host, really taking care of all your clients' needs during their stay and really helping your clients immersing into the local culture. All right, so on to the benefits of private villa vacations. We're a pretty successful company. We're already doing quite well before COVID, and a lot of clients are, interested in having a private villa vacation. We do believe, based on the current climate, that there's even more benefits. They're even more relevant as of today. So I'm going to go over in details about each and every single one of them now. All right, so the privacy, there's only a private home can truly allow for seclusion, intimacy, and this is really, really important in the current climate that we are in. We are, able to basically recreate kind of your home environment, but away from your home. So to give you the opportunity and your clients to experience a real vacation without having to think about all the social distancing rules, wearing a mask and things like that. So really having their own little bubble of privacy, not being around people, being able to just hang out at the pool without being with other strangers like you would be if you stay at a hotel. They can avoid all the long lines that come with staying at a hotel, and having access to all kinds of private facilities. Obviously, we mentioned the private pool. The kitchen is a big advantage when it comes to having your own private space and having all the facilities to really relax and unwind and enjoying worry-free vacation. So as far as the comfort of home, many of us, majority of us, I would say worldwide, have been, forced to stay at home and really stay safe. So having all of that comfort brought to you in another destination is really good. Like having tons of private space, we can accommodate any group size. So we find it's very, very convenient for a group of friends or family, because they can each have their own private bedroom, but also have some common areas to gather and socialize. And especially with kids, you don't want them to be confined to a hotel room. So it's definitely a big advantage to have your own private space. We can also make sure the kitchen, the fridge, everything is stocked up before your clients arrive at the villa to make them feel at home. All right, on the service level, what is really interesting about having a private villa to your group of friends or family is that we can truly attend to all of their needs, their likes, their interests. We can customize and adapt to anything they want during the stay. Really, the villa staff is completely dedicated to their stay. They're not servicing hundreds of other hotel guests. So the attention to detail is really important here, and one of the key benefits to have a five-star service right under your roof, which is pretty amazing. As far as experiences, as I mentioned, we have an extensive network of suppliers, local teams that we work with, and we are really known for creating unforgettable destinations, really making their stay special. Your clients are special. Most of them would, go, and that would be a once in a lifetime kind of trip. So we want to make sure they have the best memories for their stay. You can ask us anything. There's no ask that's too big or too small when it comes to planning the stay for your clients. So we can, all the activities, private tours, any of those experiences can be pre-booked ahead of time, or they could be taken care of by our concierge team on the ground. So just keep that in mind. Wanted to give you a little bit of some examples of social distance friendly activities. And some of, those are a little bit more popular, especially in the current climate. We can organize private exercise classes, any kind of classes you're, depending obviously on the destination, but we can definitely arrange for that. Sunset bike ride is really amazing because you don't have to be with other people. Private boat cruise, and also your clients not, willing to, again, avoid the crowds or our staff at the villa, we can arrange to have a masseuse come in right into their own space. All right, so on to the aspect of pricing for villas. When it comes to, when we say the word villa, obviously we associate it with high cost, expensive, and all of that. So just wanted to give you a comparison between a luxury villa and a luxury hotel, just so that you understand and your clients can understand as well the value that they're getting with booking a private villa vacation, because it is actually more cost effective. So I'll show you an example of one of our 6-bedroom beachfront villa in Grand Cayman. You are looking at $4,300, just above $4,300 a night for the whole private villa, which has 6 bedrooms and is right on the beach. And this is high season. That's including festive, which is obviously a little bit more, way more than that. And so we are basically under $800 per bedroom per night. In comparison to, for example, the Seafire Resort or the Ritz-Carlton, at the same time of year, for a 1-bedroom suite, oceanfront or ocean view, you can see for yourself, you can do the math. It is a cost-effective option. So I hope that helps a little bit when it comes to dealing with the pricing on a private villa request with your clients. All right, so on to the second part of our presentation today. I'm going to talk about how we are adapting to COVID, and give you a little bit more information and tips on how can we welcome your clients into some of our destinations at the moment. What are the safety measures and protocols that we have implemented? So when it comes to our network, we're really keeping in touch on a daily basis. Our head of product, Pat Lista, is in touch on a regular basis with our local teams and supplier, really get a sense of how the destination is doing and what is open, locally. Those are the kind of information that we can provide directly to you, and giving you a little bit, being your go-to guide when it comes to what your client's vacation is going to look like. Everybody is a little anxious, and having that firsthand knowledge, I hope will help you, and we do have the capacity to provide that. All right, when it comes to safety measures and protocols, something we're really happy about and proud about is the certification that we've received from the World Travel and Tourism Council, which guarantees basically focus on enhanced sanitation, disinfection, all the cleaning practices at the villa and before the client stay that we have aligned for your client's stay with our local suppliers. So we're making sure that everybody is on board. All the staffs are wearing masks, obviously. I can send you a list of really specific examples of how the stay would be and what would be the safety measures and protocols in place. But as far as communication, we're keeping in touch with our local teams. They're also keeping in touch with monitoring all the information released by the CDC, all the public health official guidelines. They're really making sure that they're updated so they can update their staff and they can keep in touch with the clients on the ground. So that's really, really important. One thing to keep in mind that's really important that we can organize for your client stay is for airport transfers. We understand, the interaction with the guide, the driver upon arrival, to make sure we do stay in line with the social distance rules. We can accommodate with a larger vehicle, and we can keep the first row of the vehicle empty so that the group, your group, could basically stay away from the driver and stay those 2 feet apart, basically. So one of the examples, but I could provide you with a list of other safety measures and protocols if you'd like. All right, now we're going to talk about destinations that we have made sure are ready and available to welcome your guests for North American travelers. There's 10 destinations currently that are open and available within our own portfolio. So I'm going to show you which ones they are, but majority of them will have both standalone villas and private villas in high-end luxury resorts. A lot of the luxury resorts currently are not necessarily fully open or operating. So definitely going on to the standalone villa option is something we can help with. And we have a fairly good portfolio of properties in the Caribbean and the Americas. So majority of our villas will include the standard daily housekeeping and concierge service on call. So that's pretty typical of a villa stay with Hosted Villas. And then we've got something very specific to the Caribbean where the villa comes fully staffed with a chef service, butler, you name it, security staff, maid, and everything. So some of them have a huge, very inclusive, a huge extensive list of staff and amenities available at the villa, especially in the Caribbean. All right, so those are the destinations that are currently open to North American travelers where we can accommodate a private villa stay. So here is a little bit of a guideline for you to just keep in mind when it comes to private villa request. I hope that's helpful to give you some kind of range of what is the infection level at those destinations currently. This is as of August 15th. Some of your clients are more anxious to basically just make the move to plan their next villa vacation. They might want to focus more on destinations that have a low infection level. So they're all labeled here for your convenience. I hope that helps. Also wanted to give you an idea of how many villas are currently available on our website for those specific destinations that are open to North American travelers, and also the price range, because there's so much so many options, and our inventory is quite large. So having an idea of what the price range is per destination. That should help you guide your clients when you have a villa request. All right, so a little bit more about how we work with travel agents to bring you peace of mind at the quoting stage and at the booking stage, and hopefully, you know, help strengthening our relationship that we already have and really happy about. So as far as our terms and conditions, obviously the demand currently is to be flexible, and we have adapted to that. So I'm going to go over some of the key information for you to keep in mind when it comes to working with hosted villas. So we are providing proposals usually within 48 hours. We can provide in US dollars as well as Canadian dollars. And we do offer unbranded proposal, meaning the presentation link of each property with pictures and details can be unbranded, so that you could pass it on directly to your clients. And most of the time we do customize them, so meaning we will select the ones that we think are the best fit based on your request. So the more information you give us, obviously the better to customize those proposals. We'll always include your 10% commission as an agent. This is our standard across the board. And we can also give you the net price. If you need a little bit of flexibility at the quoting stage, we can do that as well. As far as you know, our booking terms, so the standard is 50% deposit at time of booking to secure the stay, and we're asking for the balance at 90 days. So just to give you like the standard booking term. When it comes to cancellation policy, we can provide you with what the cancellation policy is. With majority of our partners, it will be a little bit different from one to another, depending on the destination, the season, and the time of booking. But the key really thing to remember is the flexibility. So we're able, as we're working closely with our partners, to and our local suppliers, is really to offer as much flexibility as possible. So it's a case-by-case scenario, I would say, when it comes to cancellation policy, and we can have it outlined at the proposal stage, obviously. We also want to, you know, work as much as possible when your clients are, if we get there to have to cancel again, you know, we've learned a lot from the past few months, and definitely the first choice and the first option is definitely to be able to rebook within a certain time frame. That helps us save, you know, our bookings and all the hard work you've put in, you know, to make those sales. So we really are trying to keep that, and also your commission is important. You're putting a lot of work and effort. So rebooking is definitely our go-to, and being flexible on the cancellation side of things. All right, so as far as our commitment, Hosted Villas, to all of our agent partners, you know, we truly understand, you know, we know it's a very difficult time, critical time for the industry. I've been in this industry for a long time, and definitely we're all taking a big hit. It's hard, but we're very hopeful. At Hosted Villas, we have seen a very good number of requests. They keep coming in. That gives us a lot of hope for the future that we can truly recover. So we are here for you. We're on the same boat. We're trying to support you as much as possible, make your life as easy as possible. We can take care of everything for your clients, activities, tours, services. You know, we are all hands on deck to help you and close this out, hopefully. So if you, again, need anything, any specific reservation or situation you need assistance with, I will be happy to help you. All right, I wanted to share a little bit about what our travel agents are saying. One of our good feedback that we've received from one of our agents. And, you know, this is really a good time, I would say. I just wanted to talk about a little bit about, you know, the booking season and what we're seeing, definitely an increase in request. We still have a lot of availability for festive. We're definitely behind. That seems to be a trend this year, obviously. A lot of people are kind of waiting as the conditions are evolving. So it might be more, we're expecting a little bit more requests. We're hoping by after, you know, back to school, October, hopefully we can see a little bit more festive requests. But just keep in mind that availability is really great at the moment, and we can also arrange to waive those minimum stays that are required on a typical regular time, I would say. So we have a little bit of flexibility on that, which can help for some people that are not willing to go for too long. So this is pretty good. And then also just to keep in mind that it's never too early to book. I understand there's lots of travel restrictions, having to quarantine and all of that. So some clients might not be ready, you know, to anticipate and book for next summer, but we've been rescheduling most of our 2020 bookings to next summer. So, you know, it's never too early because we don't want to run into availability issues. Having access to as many options as possible is really great. So you can book as early as you can, as early as possible. This is really important. We're also already looking at 2022. We've received a couple of requests as well. So just to keep that in mind. All right, and some updates as far as our destinations and our portfolio. So in the United States, we do have access to, we can offer private residences in 5-star hotels in Miami, South Beach. We also have ski destinations in Colorado, Aspen and Vail, and also majority of all the islands in Hawaii. And we understand that obviously local travel is on the rise based on the international travel restrictions for North American travelers. So we're working really hard on getting new additional US destinations here. And I've listed them for you. So feel free to come to me, send me any of those requests. They're not yet on the website. We're building all of that at the moment. So in the meantime, feel free to contact me if you would like, if you have any requests for those specific destinations. All right, on to our questions and answers session. So I'm going to take a look here and see. Okay, so I've got 2 questions here. Is it okay if I want to pre-plan my client's stay, or do I need to use HostedVillas? You're more than welcome to just book the villa with us and take care of everything else, you know, to pre-plan other services, but we're truly really well connected locally. So I would recommend to really use our service. That's a more convenient way as well for you. You know, everything's taken care of by one villa provider. And we also have the expertise to do that. So I would definitely prefer if you use us for pre-plan your client stay. All right, the other question was about festive availability. I definitely touched on that already. It is not booking as fast as last year, definitely. So availability is still very good. And again, we can waive some of the minimum stays in certain destinations. So keep that in mind as well. Yes, so when it comes to take care of services like private air travel, Yes, we do. We have a supplier for private jets that we work closely with, so we can help with private air travel. This is definitely one of the advantage to come to us, is we can have it all taken care of on that side for the transportation part to get to the destination. So totally, we can help you out with that and provide with a quote. All right. Is there any other questions that you might have? Don't be shy. I'm more than happy to assist. You can also reach out directly via email if you do have, if you don't feel comfortable, or if you just want to email me directly. I'm more than happy to get on the phone if you want to have a little conversation, and we can go over your questions. Oh, hi there. Yes, just making sure you know where the Q&A button is, because I was expecting a little bit more questions. So make sure you scroll down at the bottom of the screen and use the Q&A button that's at the bottom in case you have questions. All right. All right, guys. So before we wrap up, I just wanted to, first of all, thank you for participating today. Again, I've put my details here and the link to our website. If you need anything, again, feel free to reach out. I am gonna end the session with a quick 3-question survey that I would appreciate if you can take a little bit of time before you log out. That would be really, really appreciated. And also keep in mind that a copy of the recording will be sent to you. Feel free to share it with your coworkers that might not have been able to attend today. We're pretty happy, for our first webinar that you guys joined. And again, as I said, we'll have other ones. So that little survey will definitely give you the opportunity to tell us what you would like Hosted Villas to talk about in our next webinar. So I'm just going to launch it now, and you will be able to answer the questions. So now the poll is in progress. And I believe we went through all of the questions. So I'll let you guys do that. The poll is available. Take your time. It's a quick 3-question survey. All right, I'm just taking a quick look, see how we're doing. All right. And feel free to also follow us on social medias. We are on Instagram, sharing our stories, and all of our updates are updated there as well, are posted on our Instagram page. I'm going to be heading out to on a weekend to Montreal, so I'm a little obviously apprehensive because I'm going to be staying in a hotel in Quebec. So it's going to be an interesting experience, and I'll probably share that on our Instagram story to give you an idea of how my experience goes. That's interesting if you would like to keep in touch with us. All right. Looks like majority of you guys enjoyed today, so I'm really happy. Really happy about that. I just saw your chat, Orly. We have the same name, but different spelling. I like yours too. Thank you so much again, guys. It was a pleasure to have you today. Please stay safe, take care of your families, and we'll see you again soon. Next month, we'll host another webinar. Take care. Bye-bye.